drag away, but one of them specifically you could drag away, which was what basically looked like a snow globe, but much larger, and had glowing lights inside of it. Uh, what Ilix managed to find out was that it actually had some sort of sentience. It wasn't like a.
I try to eat it. Sorry, guys.
Reflex.
No,
It doesn't have a brain. What?
It is made of glass, but yeah.
Tink.
Yeah,
Oh.
what you actually managed to find out is that it has a sort of animal's sentience to it. Emotions, ideas, things like that. Not good enough for an illithid.
Yeah.
It's
Unfortunately.
like eating a mouse.
Yeah, it's like eating a mouse.
You could eat a mouse. You just wouldn't feed you much.
It's more like eating just iceberg lettuce. It has no nutritional value whatsoever.
It's literally like eating a pea, dude.
The taste is nice, but it just doesn't do it.
And what you managed to do was take it and install it onto your ship right next to the helm. And it integrated very nicely. And what
It
you
turns out to be a Christmas tree.
It is a Christmas tree. No. What actually happened was... I don't know what she's talking about. What actually happened was you are in a dire strait, going through a minefield or something like that, and you actually managed to find a giant space worm, let's say. And you were like, oh my god, what do we do? What do we do? And one of you had the idea to fiddle around with the core. And it instinctually turned the ship into a living mantis, and you guys had a kaiju battle in the middle of space between the worm and the mantis, and it was pretty awesome.
And our ship ate the worm's head.
I just kind of imagine that we finish fighting this thing and we're returning onto the ground in our regular, like, normal ship, and we're all just surrounded in the helm, Rick and Morty style, and the second we land, we just start, like, breaking down, crying, and saying, like, oh my god, we have no control over that.
Yeah, you guys look at me like you were steering that thing. I didn't do shit. The controls became gooey. I don't know.
It was all organic and shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So yeah, there you go. So now you have a kaiju button, basically.
Cool.
I like that, a kaiju button.
Yeah, I have it labeled. Don't touch.
Do not touch. All right.
Written in Dwarvish.
So was that not enough to generate sanity scores for the rest of the crew?
No, not entirely.
I think only two of us don't have a sanity score, and that's me.
Yeah.
Giant space worm and living ship.
Normal space stuff.
Yes, that happens every day in Spelljammer. Come on.
Yeah. We really gotta get out there to, like, fuck my mind.
Okay. In
Boy.
that case, what I did to the worm after the battle would have.
Okay.
So you all eventually made your way back to Kaz, where we start
Millie!
yet again in a tavern with everybody basically having a drink after that whole, living ship debacle. You guys are in a rather, good tavern. Has nice decor. Not like rich by any means, but Medium. Basic.
Is this a groundling or a Spelljammer town?
This is the Rock of Cass. And the Rock of Cass is basically
Asteroid, isn't it?
an asteroid town.
So it's the Rock of Brawl.
It's Rock of Brawl,
Yeah.
but in Casa space, yes.
Yeah.
The little
Actually,
brother,
the first Rock of
the
Brawl.
little sister.
Yeah.
Before Rock of Brawl became a thing, and then the
Older,
Rock
but
of
not
Brawl
as
became...
famous.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I am regaling everyone with the tale of how I created the Casa Flow.
I started going off on a story about how apparently there was some giant evil here.
Thrall
Actually,
has
wait, do we know
1,000
that?
yard.
Sorry. I'm sorry, do we know that, Doc? Do we know that a giant tentacle monster smashed the shit out of this place?
Heard rumors that yes, there
Yeah.
has been an identical monster sighted before, right outside of the port.
Yeah, I'm basically like just spouting off the rumors that that Gertis has been collecting.
And I guess Thrall just has this 1,000-yard stare where he tries to just like drink so much so he can't hear shit.
I start hearing him telling all these tales about this tentacle monster, and I kind of weave it into my story and explain how I defeated the tentacle monster while I was building the Casa Flow. You know,
You
to make-
could what?
You
Kinda
lagged.
cut
We're
off
cutting
that
out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was an internet thing.
Oh, okay. No, I say that I start hearing all this tale about this tentacle monster in cast space, so I weave into my story.
again? Dude, you're
You
cutting
can't talk
in and
about the
out.
tentacle monster.
Yeah, every time you mention it, you cut out. So I think
What are you
Katoon
doing,
is telling you, don't fucking mention it, bro.
Are you trying to drive everyone in this tavern insane?
Okay, can you hear me again now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not cutting out at all, am I?
Yeah, just test same tentacle monster and we'll see.
Everything's
enough to
fine.
cut.
I'm not cutting out. Nothing's going wrong. Is that all okay, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So I hear him talking about this giant tentacle monster,
Alright, there we go.
and I basically weave it into my story and explain how I slayed the monster in order to make the Casa Flow safe while I was building it.
Great. Fantastic.
But the timelines don't match. What? The castle floor wasn't made a couple months ago?
No. The monster was much further back than that. Maybe it returned. Maybe that's what happened. But I definitely... It's because I'm no longer a god that it must have returned.
Gurdas, you just need to drink and shut all the noise out, and everything will be fine.
I would like to
He just
challenge.
kind of looks at you and then continues staring.
I'm persuading the bar of my story.
I'm busy challenging Fraud to a drinking contest, mostly to drown out our captain.
You
I didn't
persuade the
excuse-
bar that, yeah, your story is a story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story, man. Great story. Fantastic.
Do I get drinks bought for me over it?
No.
I'm 21 and they don't even buy me a drink. These people are useless. That's pathetic.
Unfortunate, but yes.
Yeah, and
Mostly because
illithids
it's a
are
good
allowed.
story, but
Yeah,
it's
right.
not true.
Illithid are allowed. For,
Yeah, right?
Like, you can't just attack an illithid on the
Yeah,
street.
exactly.
because
I'm just checking. I'm
that's
just
illegal.
checking.
Yeah, correct.
Cass is one of the places under the law of active morality.
Ooh, they may also serve drinks there that I can have. It looks like spaghetti, probably, but
Like brain slush.
yes.
Wait, they actively serve that kind of shit?
Nice.
Cass probably
In this establishment, unfortunately, no.
I was so
but-
hoping for a brain smoothie.
But perhaps in another establishment, maybe one run by more seedy people. But this establishment is
I'll be right back.
is quite
Is the Blood Dome back up and running?
the Blood Dome.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You got the brothers in the last game from there? The arcane run fighting gladiatorial matches?
Oh, no, not yet. Unfortunately.
That is a shame.
It's still wartime, so no.
Gertus is actually is going to go out and start kind of just listening in to conversations. You know, that whole thing where, just kind of stands nearby crowds and listens, and also has his gazer, like maybe peeking in windows or some odd such to listen to conversations as well.
Okay.
He's essentially like trying to expand his reach of knowledge gathering as much as possible. And he's effectively just looking for information about salvage opportunities, like maybe a battle happened recently, or there was a rumor of a monster or something. That kind of thing.
Right. Well, the gazer hears, and then promptly mimics, like adult, that Lady Honor has been kidnapped. A prominent noblewoman here has been kidnapped.
Lady Noir?
Lady Honor.
Honor, okay.
Has been kidnapped. And then the gazer goes, Lady Honor has been kidnapped.
Just look at it.
Well,
I don't even think it. I don't think it. You don't think these horrible creatures. That just encourages them.
Is it just like a parrot, and it just parrots anything you say?
That's all the gazers
Mockingly.
do. They mockingly mimic everything someone says. Yes.
I would like to teach the gazer abyssal curse words.
It knows
Okay.
it, so I'm pretty sure.
Just whenever I get it away from what's his name?
You get a wife?
Whenever I get it away from Gertis, I'm just
wait,
teaching it
sorry.
in curse words for my own amusement.
And it very much mimics exactly what you say.
Yes,
Alright.
I just can't
Okay.
wait for that in the heat of battle.
So, I guess I return with that information. If that's the only prominent information out there.
Well, roll me investigation. That you get that for free. But
Okay,
roll me
cool.
investigation.
That's a plot hook he wants us to follow, guys.
Does actually one of the gods no.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and hopefully give myself advantage for this. I'm gonna. Oh wait, no. I need to. Can Unseen Servant gather information? Can it communicate like that?
no.
Hey, you can't. No, okay. Then, oh yeah, that was just checking.
Is she rich?
Lady Honor,
Yeah.
roll me investigation.
Means
If I
she's a
can
lady.
find it on the list, it's not on there. Nope.
Hey! Double digits.
You do find out that yes, indeed, she is quite rich. She's a prominent noblewoman here in Gaza.
Crit.
Gee, well, allow me to show you this.
Furyk, guide me.
Allow me to show you this. This note here.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
On
I was
top
reading
of that,
those earlier.
you do hear that there is, in fact, let's see.
An ancient sage named Goodbye. His name is Adios.
Yes,
Recycler.
an ancient
His
sage
name is
named
Spanish for
Adios.
goodbye.
And he's looking for the notorious highwayman named El Diablo.
Okay, I like that one. I'll admit.
You find out that there is, in fact, a rumor about a book being held by a wizard who is actually the court wizard of a kingdom.
Named Sanshara.
No. There's no court wizard named Shanshara. Sorry.
No,
A
the
court
kingdom,
wizard
the
of a
kingdom is named Sanshara.
court wizard of a kingdom in a certain sphere who has been basically gathering allies for a rumored rebellion. With the power
Against him,
of a
or
book.
him leading it.
With him leading it.
Okay.
He's already managed to take the ear of the Duke, which he serves, and is actually managing to start this rebellion against the kingdom in the name of whatever this book is.
Got a pretty good idea on what the name of that book is.
Also, Doc, question. Do I recognize any of the names on this list? I doubt I will. I'm just curious.
No.
Alright.
No, you do not.
Just making sure.
Where is a here? Let me pop open that map. But the point is, I do return with this information. Basically, just I write down in quite good penmanship these basically jobs of note, basically this thing here, and hand it to the captain.
Are we able to find out who this Parato is a priest of?
Yes. He is a priest of... Let's see.
Bahamut.
No.
Quizzitalco.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, which one were you talking about?
Number
Casey?
four.
Paratu.
Number 4.
He's a
okay.
priest of Pelor.
Hmm.
Parato. Number 4.
A star which fell into the Tumizar Highlands.
Yeah,
A star that...
I like that
a
one
sta-
as well.
How the fuck does a star fall into a planet? That's not...
It's not actual scientific name for it. It's like common folk saying, "Hey, a star fell. It's a meteor."
Oh, a meteor, okay. Is that what
When
that
they're
means?
falling, it's a shooting star. When they pass through the atmosphere, it's just called a shooting star. But when they fall, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
when you're like basically rambling this list, Fall goes, well, we shouldn't go save any women, especially not any noble kind. That's just invite trouble, right? It's like twice as much trouble.
The cultist of the Night Serpent. Who is the Night Serpent?
I know. No, I remember them for our game. I remember them from
Oh,
last-
Dendar. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, never mind. We're not,
Do you-
not
do you
even going
not-
near that.
Do you like your sanity score?
Sayissa wants to recover a relic of Tyr from the cultists of the Night Serpent.
No, this Askrim fella, he seems very reliable, I think. The only reliable person on this list, I think.
That's
Yeah.
a
No.
going dwarf.
Oh,
Seems
really? I
fairly
didn't
unreliable.
Well, I have a good feeling about this one.
I don't want to work with anyone named Asgrens.
It's a very common name. My cousin is named
how about
that.
this? We
Alright.
each select 2
And then we
jobs,
do
or
what I
maybe.
want.
Oh.
You are the captain.
Wait.
Pick up
Yeah.
the mission and let's go.
Yeah,
I would
this is not a
recommend-
democracy.
I recommend to the captain that we each pick 2, and then you choose from then, because that would make it a lot more profitable, and probably, the group would agree. You know?
I'm all for giving you choices. So yeah, everyone pick 2, and then we'll do the one I want to.
Thank you, my wise god.
You're welcome.
Hang on. You got some brown on your nose. Let me just.
Oh, could you not hear the sarcasm in that?
The what?
What's sarcasm?
What? Huh?
Mhm. I've been in the Shadowfell for like 10 years.
Oh,
In a
you would
monastery.
You would know what sarcasm was in the Shadowfell.
Probably. Monasteries probably get very boring.
Sarcasm is
Continue.
kind of like a language in the Shadowfell.
Oh, so, is that a language I could have picked from Acolyte?
Yeah, like I'm
Sarcasm?
fluent in sarcasm.
So do you guys agree with that though? Like you
Yeah,
pick
picking
two?
two.
Everyone post 2 things that you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll
I'm
do what I
just-
want.
I like 4 and 5 personally.
Just
I
write it
asked
down.
Captain which
So we
missions you
can
want to
see,
do,
like-
because I will vote for whatever you want to do.
Oh,
So let's.
I'm quite partial to 4 and 5 myself, actually.
Okay, 4 and
I
5
like-
it is. Let's just
I
go.
like 5, 7. Which it
I-
seems like 5 is a
Yeah.
Five,
it's the
five,
overlapping.
five
Seems-
is my top one as well.
yeah.
Mhm.
Only reason I went with 4, it does also sound interesting, but it's just what my character would lean towards. You know, helping anyone of religious bent.
Well, I have a soft spot for 4 because I understand what it is to lose something important to you.
You have a soft spot? I like that. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
That took me a very slight second to get like, oh.
The captain keeps one of these with him at night.
Just a hammer.
Ow.
This is my squid hammer.
Here's a weapon so you can have it while I'm sleeping.
Damn land squids, you always gotta keep a hammer to beat them with.
You know how sometimes you have to have a special hammer for eating lobster?
That's your squid hammer. Also, I appreciate the cat in the background, Terry.
Yeah, he'll
Standing
help us
there.
out from time to time.
Yes.
Yes, I'm all for number 5.
Yeah, I am too. That one seems very interesting.
Yeah.
So everybody basically wants to do 5.
Patria
Patria
space.
space.
Where is
Right.
Patria space in relation to us? Patria is past Grom. So we are looking at a 23-day travel.
Do we want to buy
Approximately.
supplies?
Give
before we head
or
out?
take a couple of days for sphere travel.
Patria is fairly close.
At least a month. It's a month travel away.
I have a question to the DM. Are there any of these missions that are in the current sphere?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh,
There
okay.
isn't a lot to do in Casa. Most of what is done in Casa is done by private mercenary groups and adventurers that are basically already there. They wouldn't necessarily put it out there that they want,
It's more like they
outsiders
contract
do it.
out themselves.
Yes, exactly.
They would go out and hire you. You wouldn't come to them.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then,
It's also worth bearing in mind that if we want to do either 3 or 4, we have to go through 5 to get there. Oh no, we
Yeah,
don't.
that's
No, we
fair.
don't. We could go around Grom and go to this space directly.
Well, that may not is cast to Nith. Is that like an actual flow, or is that just a?
It's marked
Once
as
flow.
a minor flow.
Yes, it is.
So it'd be
minor.
pretty hard to follow, and we don't know how long it would take.
Well, they're usually not hard to follow. They're just slower.
Yeah,
No,
it's
anyway.
more like a current thing rather than a pushing against you.
Yeah, it sounds like we all agreed that 5 is the way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
Let's seek out Ermin Fox.
Okay.
Quick question though, Doc. What sphere was that? That rumor about the book about?
The rumor about the book was in
Red Eye.
Don't say Red Eye.
not Red Eye. No.
The Black Flow.
Khazadar. Atlantean.
Thrust, where that giant fucking spider is, at least on my map. I don't know why that's there.
How about
You
Ryan?
guys know what fungo is? Sphere fungo?
That's I vaguely recall
It's fun,
it.
so you go there.
No, it's like the plant place.
I like my description better.
Flat pace.
isn't it?
Or is it fungus?
Is that not where the myconids live?
Oh. Oh no.
According
Mushroom,
to-
mushroom men.
More
Fungo
spore
is
men.
used as an example of a sphere of creation in the blah blah blah. Has 2 Earth planets that are
Two Earth
fairly.
planets are fairly standard fantasy worlds with spell-jamming civilizations that are at war with each other. Yeah, fungo.
But it connects to it. It's an unknown sphere, isn't it?
No,
No one knows how to get there.
no, it's marked on the map.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
the
it's
map.
marked on the map, but officially it doesn't connect to or from.
No, it
anything.
connects. And it connects.
Solace.
There's a, yeah, Solace to Charm to
What
Phelan.
map are you using?
I'm so lost on this map,
I'm
but
just.
it doesn't
reading the
matter.
book. The
Yeah.
book says it doesn't connect to or from anything, but.
Hmm.
All right.
No, the map shows.
No, if it-
connecting to
okay,
Solace
if it
and
does.
Charm.
Okay, there's. Hold on, I'm just trying to locate us.
The book is in rhyme space, isn't it?
We're in Casa, Casa.
Yeah, I'm just on the map.
Okay.
I'm at gray space because I remembered where that was.
We're like
To
in
the
the
right
middle.
of
Want to
that.
head just to the right.
Oh, just to the right.
It's on that yellow line.
L9. Yeah, L9 on the yellow line.
Ah, there it is. Yes.
And then
If you
we're
go
wanting
up,
to get-
Patria
To
space
her.
is if you go follow the green towards the upper left-hand corner, it's 2 spheres away, which is a total of 23 days.
Okay, I see it now.
we just have
There
to
we
pass
are.
Through Grum.
That's not too bad.
Yes.
I've
23
heard
days,
rumors about an upstart demigod there that could be deal with taking down a peg.
Mhm.
So if we're going to be out there for 23 days, I will definitely have to look into an alternate food source for a while.
There's probably a butcher on Casa. On the Rock of Gas.
If it's dead, it's kind of like
Oh, that was
not
good.
edible.
Yeah, you
You
need
might be able to buy some
life.
livestock.
Well, I mean,
Probably-
you can buy slaves in Casa.
you can.
True.
Is everybody okay with that?
Look,
I mean, is it a must, or I mean,
it
what's
probably
the?
is a must. That's the
I'm
thing.
sure I can go without food for that long.
Isn't there?
Yeah, but
well,
isn't
there's
there
a
like
spell
substitute?
that there's a spell that prevents decaying. So surely you could get
Oh,
a fresh. You could get a fresh head and
There
just have
is.
it enchanted.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. There's what is
In
it?
fact,
General Post.
I'll say that like I heard rumors of a quite malicious enchanter who
Here's the thing, though.
specializes in necromancy.
General Repose only lasts 10 days. If you don't cast it again on that 10th day, all that time catches up.
Yeah, but you could,
What?
you could in theory enchant a box with gentle repose that would auto-cast it.
Yeah, and just keep it in the box.
Well, at that point, just get a cold box because that's an item that preserves food.
Well, yeah.
Mhm. But General Repose prevents all decay. Straight up.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
I'll
age.
be 1 minute, I'll be right back.
I'm
Well-
just seeing if this is a ritual.
Illich.
It is, but it's a second level, so I can't do it.
If you'd like, what you can do is roll me investigation to see if you can find some sort of food source that you can use during the long travel between where
Okay.
you want to go.
I also have observance, so I have a 21.
Oh, a bead of nourishment. Because it's magical, it will nourish you.
Oh, yeah, you just don't have to eat
Yeah.
with that at all.
Sufficient.
Bead of nourishment isn't fantastic, but it
It's
will
better-
feed you for a day,
Mm.
right, Doc? Or does that not work with Illithid?
I mean, it just needs
Where is
food.
this from? Is this from Xanathar's?
I believe it's either from Xanathar's or from Casey's homebrew. I can't remember which.
Bead of Nourishment.
Bead
No, Bead of
It
Nourishment is
is
an actual
from
item.
yes, an actual item. Bead of nourishment. The spongy, flavorless, gelatinous bead dissolves on your tongue. And
I've got someone at my
provides
door. I'll
much-
have to be right back, guys.
That's fine.
No problem.
It's just a common magic item.
I don't see why it doesn't work.
while he's doing that, is there any supplies we might want to grab before we leave?
Food
I mean,
for the
yeah.
rest of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, something to heal us. So maybe a couple of healing potions.
Or some wands, if we can get them.
Wands are more
Wands.
expensive. Healing potions are fine.
I have 700 GP. I'll splurge on a wand.
Alcohol.
I have. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I just realized I never rolled my gold. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you not? Yeah, you need
no.
to do that.
What was the gold thing?
It's 1d10 times 25 plus 500.
Times 25 plus.
So you haven't spent any of your gold on anything?
No, I automatic. God damn! Is that right? Did I do that right?
Yes, 750.
That's 3 of us that rolled that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I also have 700.
I come from like a nobility, but oh well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have 719, but something gave me extra GP.
I automatically spent 100 of it for the eye, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Um.
How much would a wand of like cure light wounds cost? But I also might just be crazy.
So how about this? Can we say that because buying shit is time consuming and whatnot, can we say we did our shopping and we're traveling? So whilst we're traveling, we'll do the shopping, right?
Mhm.
And is that okay? Or
either way, we're still taking up the time.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I
I
have
guess you gotta wait.
28 days.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
We'll probably get it.
Basically, food, provisions, things like that.
Yeah.
And alcohol are the main things that my character would think of before we leave for it.
I'm gonna need to actually buy a shit ton of incense. I do not have enough to last me that long.
Incense.
I use it for prayer.
A shit ton's going to start to smell on the ship after a while.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's why that's why it's incense. It's like potpourri.
No, but the air won't go away, so it will be there at all times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you also have some incense that doesn't burn?
I could probably find some.
I'm assuming that would be something that we will be able to get in Spelljammer.
Yeah, I would imagine it would
Fire
cost more
on
than.
ships,
Yeah, bad.
especially in the Flodge.
Yeah, that is a very good point. I had actually completely forgotten.
None of you are druids, correct?
Correct.
Sadly, no. Otherwise, Goodberry would be an easy solution.
So if we were to buy just supplies for, let's say, 2 months, how much would that cost, Doc?
How much is a ration? 1 GP? We need a ration for 5 people at least each day.
A
So-
ration is 5 silver.
Oh, okay. So hold on. So we need 5 rations a day. Well, technically 4 because the illithid can't eat rations. They won't
But
do
a bit
anything.
extra doesn't hurt.
Well,
right?
if we know the beat of force works, then we can have those.
So that's 300 rations. So that's
Beat of
300.
force, beat of nutrition.
He's gonna feed you a bead of force and see how you react to it.
Yeah, he meant beat of nutrition.
So
Nourish-
750 GP will buy enough food for all of us. In rations, anyway. It won't be fresh food, but better than no food.
Yep. 750 GP.
That'd take all
Yep,
of our
that's for-
gold just to eat.
Yeah, it'll take all of one of our gold.
I mean,
That's for
okay,
$2
we
bucks
never
food.
covered this, but this is something that the captain buys, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Uh, I'm going to go ahead and buy a mystery key, Doc.
Okay.
The one that has the 5% chance of unlocking any lock.
Sure.
I'm gonna pick up one of those, and I'm also gonna pick up some healing potions for the group.
If someone will,
I need to know the prices on that.
if someone covers the
I'll chip in 200 gold worth of the food and such.
I can chip
Yeah.
in 100.
I'll toss in another 200, and that's 500 total.
Taylor, I do have a question on the bead of nourishment. Would that work for me?
No, I'm Taylor.
You mean
I'm
Doc.
sorry.
You mean Doc?
The bead of nourishment would work for you, yes.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what you are. It feeds you. It gives you what nourishment you need.
Tastes like brains.
Yes.
How much are they?
They are each.
They're common and minor.
They are each 50 gold.
Consumables are half.
Consumables are half. 25.
25
Nice.
apiece. That's what I liked about it. It made consumable items cost half of what they normally would, which is nice.
I will buy a lot.
Yeah, you will need a lot. So we need 250 more GP for food. B and Casey dropped 200. Madman dropped 100.
100.
Pieces of I'm buying healing potions. I need to know how much they cost.
You also need to eat. You will starve. You are human.
Yeah. And those that chipped in get rations first.
How much do we need?
We need 250 more.
Okay, I'll
500's already been
do
chipped in. You don't have to chip in at all.
I haven't rolled my gold. Do I do that now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. 1d10 times.
God damn!
We
You're
are
a
all
rich
Everybody got
motherfuckers.
750.
So yeah, we could all just literally chip in like hold on. 1, 2, 5 times. Yeah, okay, so yeah, if you two want to just split what's left, like 125 each, it'd be perfect.
But I mean,
Okay, I need to. What I'll do is I'll contribute 125 to you guys, and I'll spend the rest of it on beads of nutrition because I can't eat the same thing.
That's fine.
All right.
How often do you eat? By the way.
I don't think he has to eat every day.
He can probably delay it, much like any human can. Just
Yeah.
not eat.
No, I mean, if like a human would eat every third or fourth day, it would
It'd
have
be
lasting
rough.
effects
It's not a
after while.
nutritional thing. The thoughts actually feed me. It's a psychic thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I
You
would
have to
assume
actually,
probably
like,
once a
feed
day.
on the memory and the feelings, right?
So he technically doesn't need to eat as far as nourishment goes, but he needs it for the thoughts.
He still
Right.
eats the brain, I think, don't you? It's weird. It's weird.
Oh,
how
I
they
eat
look
the
at
brain.
it.
The brain.
They
The
have
brain
like
is.
these instead of like the mouthpiece, they use these like weird holes in their tentacles or something. If I recall right. Am I
No,
right
there's no
there?
holes in the tentacles.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different
They
one then.
pry the brain out essentially.
Right,
Yes,
okay.
they eat the brain. That's how they absorb the nutrients. But because there's
It's
the
more-
physical and there's also the psychic.
The eating the brain's more a byproduct of just how they get it.
It's a combination more than just one thing.
Yeah.
But
And I'll be right back too. My headphones are about to die, and I'm gonna go grab the cord.
Are you wrapping Christmas presents, Casey?
No.
You fucking
Birthday
dementia
presents.
old man. You realize Christmas was a week ago.
No.
You don't?
I'm not wrapping Christmas presents.
He's wrapping a present for his wife.
I'm wrapping birthday presents.
No, I thought you were just
Oh, that's
Like,
no.
in-
Get out of here.
like you were preparing now for next year. Like, okay.
Well,
So, how
I
much are
haven't
the
started doing that as well.
potion stock?
How much are the potions? Well, it depends on what type of potion. Are you gonna
Right, there are
get a
levels.
regular healing potion? 50 GP.
Yeah,
Common ones are
Regular
20.
healing potions are 50 GP. Greater healing potions are going to be a little bit more.
I'm gonna grab a few of basic healing potions personally.
Yeah, sorry. How much were healing potions?
Just the
Okay,
cheap.
so healing potions, regular
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
50 GP. Step
Okay.
up from that, 100 GP.
Are they 50? But they're consumable.
Yes, that's correct. But in the player's handbook, it says 50 GP.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
And
I'd imagine maybe these common magic items are half off because they're like
Yeah.
they're so easy a paltry wizard can do it.
No, that's fair.
That's at least what I think.
and how much would fine ale cost? Like a keg?
Fine ale.
Yeah.
About
Dwarvish.
10?
Oh, can we move on?
Sorry. Yes. 20 GP on that. 2 cakes. I'm done.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah,
You
after I
got
get the
your
healing
beads of
potions, I'm
nourishment,
ready.
right, Terry?
Yes, I'm dividing out the amount. It's about 25 so far.
Okay. So you guys all buy
30.
things. You get everything done, and you're on your way towards the Patriot space. You leave Casa, and you know it's going to take you about 13 days or so to get to Grom. Whereupon you can then replenish your air, maybe buy some more food, because Grom is a very fertile place.
Get past the smell.
If you can get past the smell, because they are monkeys and apes.
Damn
The
dirty
problem
apes.
is we don't have any more money.
Well,
But we did buy 2 months worth. We bought more than we needed.
Yeah, we bought for 2 months, so we should be
Yeah, we
fine.
bought for the full trip.
Yeah.
There, not back.
Is there anything we know that we should have a lookout for on the way there? Like, oh, space whales. That's something that we shouldn't hit.
well, no, technically, both Casa and Grom are neutral.
Okay.
Well, not neutral. Grom is at war with the arcane in general. Casa is independent, but Grom is very much being left alone at the moment because there's a lot of other things that they have to do. But Grom is very militarized, heavily fortified. So once you get there, you'll probably expect scanning and making sure that everything's okay.
Mm.
Heavily militarized at the moment.
If you would like my autograph, please, from an orderly line. It's fine, I don't mind, but we are on a schedule.
But you guys make your way out of Cosmos space, which it takes you about a half a day to get out of the sphere. As soon as you get out of the sphere, you can see that the green glow of the Casa flow, which you immediately pilot onto. Why don't you roll me a d20, Madman, since you are the pilot?
Okie doke.
I didn't even realize I'd accidentally left roll 20.
13. 13 is good. That's a lucky number.
Yeah, it's
So-
pretty good.
What? No, it's not.
Shh.
In some cultures, 13 is actually a lucky number.
Of course it is, Seeker.
Damn.
Is he going the right way?
He's definitely
We're back
going
at
the right
gas.
way, and you're making sure of that. In fact, I'm going to give you something for that natural 20. You find, as you are on the thing, who all would be aboard? About
Everyone, I hope.
Oh, wait, we
got
got left behind.
Shit, I knew it was something.
Gertis would
would be on deck.
like
Sorry,
Gertis would probably be in the crow's nest, to be honest.
in the crow's nest. Okay.
Yeah, he's got quite a good vision. So.
Where's the crow's nest on this thing?
Oh, right, we're on a
Does this
mantis
thing-
ship.
Does this thing
Yeah.
Shit, I don't.
In the
know.
eye.
Okay, he's actually. I believe that's the gunner position on the head, right? Right behind
Yeah.
that's like the mounted gun, or
Like,
he's sitting in that.
In the ballista. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's not like armed or anything. He's just chilling, watching.
Got it. So roll me a perception check, Gertis, and who else would be on the deck, like on the upper deck?
I'm on the deck unless I have anything else to do to him.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone else is up there, I probably would be too. I might not be doing anything, just...
I'd be down near the helm, looking at the maps.
Oops.
I would probably just be meditating on deck.
That.
I mean, then
The perception.
wouldn't I see stuff out of the cockpit?
You would.
Considering it's like the roof is also like it's a glass eye.
Apologies, I clicked the wrong button.
I have a passive of 19.
Which is better what you rolled?
I'll roll as well.
What is your passive?
Damn.
It's 10 plus your skill. Come on.
But in my case, it's an additional 5.
You took alert or observant? Yeah, there it is.
Because I needed that
Should-
plus 1 in intelligence.
Yeah, that's a good reason to take it.
I'm currently not paying attention. The fucking eye got into the cockpit again, and I'm trying to get it out.
Hey,
So-
stop messing with my gazer. Stop hitting it. I know it's a punching bag. I use it as a punching bag, but you're not allowed to.
Don't hit it, you'll make it an eyesore.
I hate all of you out of the cockpit.
I love that the...
Does anyone remember
My
Galaxy
gazer is
Quest?
Wait,
Whenever they're first pulling out of the space dock, and everyone on the bridge sees where he's going and kind of starts leaning because they can see he's about to crash the ship into the side of the thing, and everyone sees it except the pilot.
Okay.
And then the ship just scrapes along the side of space dock. That's what I envision is coming.
We see it.
So, Ilix and Daz. Daz, as you're just sort of like looking at the at the maps, you just sort of glance over through the glass windows, and you can actually see something out there. Ilix gets a good look at whatever this thing is, which it seems to be a long, like elongated piece of rock, in a way. Just some sort of debris, elongated like a, almost like a giant snake, in a way.
Okay.
And it's sort of like coming spear end
Point
towards you
on.
guys. Point on, yes. Point on.
And I
towards you
somehow
guys.
don't see it. That's
Um,
not good.
I highly recommend evasive maneuvers.
How
Do I
far away is
get
it?
that, or who hears that?
Anyone within 120 or 120 feet,
So everyone
which is
on the
probably
ship-
the entire length of the ship.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yes.
entire ship.
Yes, you do in fact hear it.
Yeah. Looks up like,
How far away
Nah.
is this thing from us?
what?
How far away from it are
Yeah.
you? You're about 1,200 foot from it.
If you run us into that thing, I'm throwing you overboard.
What thing?
The giant spear in front of us.
Oh, that I saw that, and I kind of just veer a little bit to the left.
You veer a little bit to the left,
Yes, just a little bit.
and you continue on.
Have a
It
good
gets
look at this thing
closer.
as we pass.
And closer.
I
You
I
go
go ahead
on
and
deck.
load.
Yeah, I'll go out on deck and have a good look at this thing as
Okay.
we pass.
Ditto.
Can we go ahead and
Yeah.
try and identify this thing? Can we? Are there creatures out there that look like asteroids that do this sort of thing? Is this a maybe?
roll me a knowledge check if you like, Arcana.
Didn't we, in the prelude, fight a giant space worm?
Yes, you did.
Does this look like a giant space worm?
No.
Okay. Just
Sorry, what
wanna-
was the knowledge roll?
Arcana.
Nice. Gimme 20.
There are a number of magical entities which do sort of disguise themselves as rocks. None that look like that. Perhaps petrified things could look like that, like petrified giant snakes, things like that. You actually get closer, and it does seem like there is a point to it, an actual point.
An actual point, not a meaning.
I pull out a Are you drinking pickle juice?
No.
Can I do an Arcane check as well?
Okay. So that was pickle
Sure.
juice.
Yes.
Not better, so I get no additional information.
Unfortunately, you do not get any.
I'm gonna wing it because I might get a natural 20. I
Yeah,
guess.
fuck it. Might as well. Nope.
You got a 5. You know less than them.
What about Daz? Has he ever seen this in his long existence? Maybe a history check, maybe?
Did he make it?
Or an arcana, whichever you're good at. I definitely created that. Come home to me, son.
You know less than the half orc with 10 intelligence.
No,
That's
he
probably actually a giant, massive shit. That's what that
That's
probably
what it
is.
A space whale shit.
Mhm.
When
Must
our
be.
pilot moves
It's
a little bit to
very
the
rare
off
that you actually get to
course,
see one of these up close.
Can we see
when
if
our
this
pilot
thing-
moves a little bit off course, does the point tend to follow us?
The point does not tend to follow you. No, it just seems to be floating through space at the same trajectory and speed as it was before.
Okay.
The pilot goes off course, and you get up close to it,
I
about
have a name.
200 feet or so. You make detail out of this. This actually seems to be a weapon of a sort, a stone spear.
Oh.
Actually large in size. It's about 30 foot long. This large stone spear.
It's the fecal matter of the space rock battle whale.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
I start looking in the direction from which it came to see if more are coming.
I pull out a chart because he's got a very good idea. I pull out a chart of of whatever known spheres we have, and I see if there's like a line that
Yeah,
it can
hang
trace
on.
that we can trace.
Are more coming though? If we start
Uh,
there.
You look, and there does seem to be more debris coming, but nothing that look like giant spears. No.
More
You see
debris.
boulders.
That's important.
Yes, more debris. Circular debris. More asteroidy looking.
Probably breaking off from this giant thing.
Are we still in the Phlogiston, or are we actually made it to Grom space?
You are actually still in the Phlogiston, between Casa and Grom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can-
you see.
Can we
Just-
draw a line from maybe where this thing came from and where it could be going?
I mean,
It's-
I
word
can tell you, it
eventually
comes
goes.
from Grom.
Yeah, I have a theory.
Is it
I have a
drifting
theory.
along the flow, or has it drifted into?
No,
the
it's
flow?
crossing.
It is inside of the flow. It is actually just in a trajectory straight. It's actually going straight towards Kaza space.
Wait, oh, I pictured this completely differently. Okay.
Yeah, that was a little odd. Keep moving unless something else comes up.
Okay. How about the
Is no
debris?
one
Should
else
we maybe
concerned that
check
it's obviously targeting a sphere?
Not our problem. Gassing away.
Just,
It's minute. It'll never break through the. It's dust through the atmosphere. It'll never get to the sphere.
yeah.
Meh.
Just
I mean, it's microscopic compared to the sphere's exterior.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it does somehow manage to get into it, they'll take care of it.
does it come close enough to actually come into our air envelope?
Or
It
like
does,
100
yes.
feet away?
If you do nothing to stop it, it does.
I mean, I kind of did to make a pass by, so.
But a 500-foot pass by?
No. Like,
Yeah,
I was.
that's
in
what
the
I
like
imagined.
I will
100
say
or
as
something.
well, we're on a ship and we have those spy glasses that give us like 500-foot vision or something.
Yeah, it's
Have we
longer than
bought
that.
one of those?
Yeah. Just because it is a little bit of a hazard out here. Before I do it, I just want to confirm that in your game, as in mine, you can fire a pistol in space without the spark being an issue for the phlogiston.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm going to take a couple shots at it. Just with the intention of practicing my aim a bit. And if I manage to hit it, it would also then kind of knock it out of the middle of the flow.
How big are your bullets?
It doesn't
Seriously, I
take
doubt that would
much.
make a difference.
It doesn't
Any
take much
force in
impact.
zero gravity will gently push something.
Yeah.
That's
There's no
true.
friction.
Yeah, but it's
But we're in the
it's
flow.
Following,
It's
it's
going
to
following a
follow the flow.
gravitational.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it will still continue along the flow, but it may push it to the edge of the river.
I
Ship
think
will
what he's
just
going to do,
sink
he wants
right
to kind of
back
push
in.
it off to the side where other ships can pass better.
It's also
Yeah.
just a really good excuse to practice my aim.
Okay,
Yeah.
do it. Let's see what the dim says.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe it comes
Go ahead.
alive.
That would be cool.
It was just napping, and we woke it up.
Ooh.
Jesus.
You fire. You actually hear a startling ping as it hits the stone and goes through the stone into something else. And you hear a ping.
Ping.
Are there rock ships?
It's not that big.
No,
How
it's
far
not
away
that-
from it again?
Like
you're
100
about-
feet.
You're about 1,200, not 1,200 feet. I'm
No,
sorry.
100. I'm
120.
thinking.
Yeah,
120.
120 feet.
We're sharing atmosphere at this
Well,
point.
If we're within 120, I'm going to telepathically just sort of ask, is there anybody out there?
You get no response.
Well, I mean,
I'm curious now. That doesn't sound right. Somebody pass
I
me
mean,
a rope.